Hi. No, it's not Brad Pitt. No, it's not George Clooney. It's not even George Washington. My name is Larry DeFrancesco, and I'm a vice president here at Pathway Lighting. And I'll be with you for the next 10 or so minutes, showing you two products that we're very excited about. But before we start, there's some housekeeping to do. We have an engineer, a live engineer that's going to answer questions during the webinar. His name is Jeremy. Jeremy, wait a minute, please. Jeremy.
I'm awake.
Wake up. I told you not to drink at work, so please stop. I'm sorry, excuse me. So we do have a semi-live engineer to answer your questions. You can find the spot to ask questions in the gray drop-down tab on the GoToMeeting interface. A tab will drop down and there will be a text box for questions. Your message will start an instant message and appear above the text box where you will receive your answers directly. Everyone who is registered with us today will receive a copy of this webinar sent to the email used to register. And please stay tuned because at the end of this webinar, we do have a little bit of a contest and a giveaway associated with it. So please hang in there. So let's talk about our agenda for today. We're going to discuss a product overview and the features and the benefits and the applications of these two wonderful products, the Modular Accent and the LumiCube. Let's talk about the Modular Accent. It's available in 1, 2, 3-head linear, or 4-head square. It's trim flange or flangeless. It's up to 1,600 delivered lumens per head. The heads are die-cast aluminum powder-coated finish. What do we love about this fixture? Well, it's got 3 beam distributions, 20 degree, 33 degree, and 40 degree. There's 3 output levels, up to 1,600 lumens. We have increments of 1,000, 1,300, and then the maximum of 1,600 lumens. There are 2 dimming options, 0 to 10 to 1%, and 2-wire forward reverse phase 120 volt. The color rendering index is 80, and it's soon to be 90. The correlated color temperature, 27K, 3000K, 3500K, and 4000K. We employ stellar glow TIR optics, wow, for an extremely quiet ceiling. Excellent cutoff and efficient glare-free output. And you'll see an illustration of that in a video that we did shortly. They incorporate 180-degree rotation per head and a 35-degree tilt per head. Here's the product. It comes with 2 butterfly brackets. This one happens to be a 2-light. This is a trimmed fixture. The trim is installed with torsion springs that come off. These are your 2 heads. Each head has 4 Stellar Glow TIR optics, up to 1,600 lumens per head. The fixture rotates 180 degrees and it tilts 35 degrees. There's a little locking knob, I don't know if you can see it over here, that will lock your tilt. The rotation is a friction lock. Now we're going to show you a short animation of the mechanism of the fixture. This is a 1-light in a ceiling. It's a flange fixture. There's the 35-degree dual axis tilt with the thumb screw lock and 180-degree friction lock rotation. Okay, this is the flange fixture. That's the flangeless fixture, I'm sorry. Now we're going to move to the video. And this is very striking. What we've done is we've put a competitor's product next to ours. On the left is the brand X. On the right is the Pathway Modular with Stellar Glow optics. You can see they're both illuminated. We've got the heads pointing in 2 different directions, forward and reverse. So you can see the illumination on the back wall to ensure that it's illuminated. We're about 20 feet away from the fixture now, and you can't see that it's on. You can't tell that ours is on. You can certainly tell that the competitor's is on. So let's move closer to see what the brightness levels are. we're gonna move closer, and we're gonna end up about 8 feet away. You can still barely see the illumination on the Pathway Stellar Glow fixture relative to the competitors, who has a very high degree of brightness. Now, the competitors is one that's very well regarded in the marketplace and is used quite a bit in these applications. Let's run through this again because I think it's important that you see this. There we are at 20 feet. Both fixtures are illuminated. One head forward, one head reverse. And now we're going to start moving forward. And that's very striking, very striking. I don't know of anybody else's modular fixture that is as quiet as our fixture. I mean, it's so quiet you can almost hear a church mouse. This fixture can be used in retail, hospitality, commercial, galleries, or lobbies. Let's revisit this one more time. Multi-head modular accent, trimmed or trimless, one head, two head, three head linear, four-headed square. Does anybody have any questions? Okay, Jeremy, you awake? Oh, okay, Jeremy just sent me a question. Is the modular listed for damp location? Yes, but it's not listed for wet location. We have another question, Jeremy? Is the modular rated for Energy Star? No, not at this time. What is the efficacy of the modular? Well, at 1600 lumens, at a 20-degree beam, it's 74.4 lumens per watt. At a 33-degree beam, it's 70.8 lumens per watt. In a 40-degree beam, it's 67.9 lumens per watt. Do we have any more questions? Not at the moment. Jeremy will continue to answer questions live to you. Let's move on to the next fixture, which is the square decorative pendant we call the LumaCube. This particular fixture is a very attractive pendant that's available with an acrylic attachment or without the acrylic attachment. It's up to 3000 lumens. It incorporates a BridgeLux LED module. It's 80 or 90 CRI. It is available, as I mentioned, with or without the acrylic accessory, and it's for dry indoor applications. The standard colors available are black, white, or bronze. Color-related color temperature, 27K, 3000K, 3500K, 4K, all the way up to 5K. The dimming options, 0 to 10 to 1%, or 2-wire forward reverse phase, 120 volt. So let me show you the fixture, and we've tuned it down so it replicates a little bit better on a video. So there's the fixture, and this is the lucite fixture, the acrylic fixture. It's got a milled finish on the bottom. You really can't see that. And it's hung by a cord. It's the only way that we're going to configure it. And we feel that it's a nice match geometrically for the modular fixture that we just presented you. We've got some application shots for this fixture. Oh, look, there's Jeremy's loft in Soho that his wife doesn't know about. So it can be used in retail applications, hospitality applications, or commercial applications. Here's another application shot, and I'm not quite sure. I know this is another area of Jeremy's loft in Soho. I'm not quite sure. This may be the party room. He probably brings in the mattresses a little bit later. Anybody have any questions? All right, Jeremy, that's quick. Is the acrylic UV stabilized? Yes, it is, and it will never yellow or discolor. Is the acrylic available in other colors? It sure is, as long as it's clear. Are there any more questions? Nah. Okay, so these are the two products. We're very proud of them. Hopefully you'll be able to find applications for them. And if you have any questions, you can contact me directly or your regional salespeople. Hopefully you know who they are. And speaking of regional salespeople, we have two new salespeople. We have Mike Kiernan, who's the pride of the Irish. He's representing our southern region. And we have Don Utterback, who's the pride of the Otters, I guess, who represents our central region. These are very two intelligent, well-versed, and resourceful regionals that I think will bring you value as much as they bring us value. A couple of other things that I'd like to talk about briefly is please keep in mind that pathway lighting is just more than downlights. We've got a full complement of cylinders, wireless controls, step lights now. We've got DMX. We've got central drive, which we're going to have a webinar in approximately 8 weeks. And just a brief note on that is that's going to be presented by Russ Budzilik, who's our professor and electrical engineer. And you may want to know some things about Russ, and I think the biggest thing to know is that he's a world champion accordion player. So maybe we'll give away something relative to Russ coming to one of your events or your house to play the Lady of Spain on the accordion. I'd like to just briefly show you a couple of other products that we're working on in the Muppet Labs, and we'll be releasing them shortly. And these are some of our new cylinder lines. We're launching a new cylinder line, and I won't get into the details of them yet, but this is one of the form factors. It's going to be a wall mount and a suspended pendant mount. And here's, let me just show you another one here. And this is going to be part of a brand new large family of cylinders, and we're very excited about rolling these out. So again, when you think of pathway, try to think more than just downlights. Think of cylinders and controls and step lights and every other thing that's in our catalog. So now let's get to the giveaway. Okay, so we've got 3 questions here, and the first people to answer any of these questions correctly will win a $100 gift certificate, a Pathway Lighting goodie bag, and a signed portrait of yours truly, Larry D. The questions, number 1 was, what year was the first visible spectrum LED invented? Number 2, what did Einstein call particles in the form of light? Number 3, how long has Fred Stark been in the lighting business? And if you look at some historical graphics of Thomas Alva Edison, you can probably figure that out. So what you want to do is email your submissions to larryd@pathwaylighting.com. Make sure to number your answers. And you don't have to answer all 3 correctly. The first one that answers each one will win the prizes. I want to thank everybody for taking the time to view our webinar. Thank you for your business. Thank you for your future business. And please keep Pathway in mind whenever you think of lighting.